is a video clip of a 15-year-old boy over here in Nigeria who took his friend to an herbalist to be used for ritual. So let's talk about what happened in this particular video and what later ended their quest for riches. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. There are three friends, and one of them was left behind. So this 15-year-old boy asked his other friend to accompany him somewhere. He didn't exactly tell him where he was going to. He just asked the guy to accompany him somewhere. So that one just followed him, best mates now. He didn't even think anything about what he was even doing or where they were going to. He just accompanied him, not knowing that this particular boy was taking him to an herbalist. So when they got there, they got inside, and the 15-year-old boy told the guy, okay, this man here is an herbalist and I want to come and do money rituals. So the herbalist was like, okay, who do you want to use? And the guys, they just looked at each other and they mentioned their third friend who was not with them, and they want to use that particular guy. Now the herbalist was shocked because they were two young guys who came to do ritual. He was shocked, but he kind of played it cool. And I won't lie, this man is a very, very nice man. Like, he's a very, very nice man. And the man just played it cool, and he was like, he's going to play with these two boys and see where this particular issue is going to lead. So it was like, okay, let me consult the oracles. So when he went and consulted with the oracles, he came back and told them that no, the oracle doesn't want that their particular friend who is at home. The oracle wants one of them. And when he now consulted more with the oracle said he wants that other friend that tagged along with the guy that really, really wanted to do that ritual. So it was like, okay, the oracle wants this your friend. And this particular evil 15-year-old boy said, okay, no problem, take him. Then the friend was like, wow, I'm sorry, whatever I did to you, please forgive me, but I am my parents' only child. Let's not forget. You see, what even got me angry about that statement is that other friend they were planning to kill, that one was not someone's child. That one was not someone's child. This 15-year-old guy was like, no, I don't care. I don't care what happened to you. What I want is the money. So, excuse me, sir, you can have him. The guy was pleading, he was begging, he didn't even listen. So the herbalist was like, if I give you the knife, will you stab him? He said yes. Why not? I will stab him. I don't care what happens to him. All I want is the money. So the herbalist now went and brought the knife and said, if I give you this knife, will you stab him? He said yes, he's going to stab him. There is nothing. All he just wants is the money, that he's going to stab him. And this friend was still pleading with him, please spare my life, please spare my life. Then the herbalist was like, oh, it seems the guy thought to himself, and he was like, this guy is an evil child and he needs to be taught a lesson. So the herbalist now said he's coming, he wants to go and consult with the oracle again. Then he went and came back and said, okay, the oracle changed their mind, and the oracle said they don't want this your friend, they want you. Guy, like with the speed of lightning, my guy changed, and he burst into tears. He started crying and he was begging, and he was even hyperventilating, crying with all his heart, and he was even shouting, Jesus, 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 I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. Where was this Jesus when you took your friend and you wanted to kill him for ritual? Because the purpose of him dragging that other guy along was not so the both of them will be rich. The purpose of him dragging the other guy along, from what I could see when I watched the video, was that if all else fails, he can sacrifice that particular friend for ritual. The purpose of him dragging that guy along was to sacrifice him if need be, not for anything else. That was why when the herbalist said, we will sacrifice this your particular friend, he didn't even feel anything. He was like, go ahead, in fact, give me the knife, I will stab him. So this particular guy was an evil child, the devil incarnate. When it now came his turn to be sacrificed, when the herbalist was like, oh, I will sacrifice you, oh, it's you that the oracle wants, he now changed and he started crying with all his heart, and he was shouting, Jesus, 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 Jesus. I felt angry. I was sad at the beginning though that this guy was as evil as this, but when he was down, when he now came his turn to be sacrificed, and he was shouting that he doesn't want to die. Who wants to die? When he was shouting that he doesn't want to die, and he was shouting Jesus, Jesus, I felt anger from the depth of my heart. I was like, which kind of evil human being is this? Doesn't have a heart. All you care about is the money. Now it's not your turn and you don't want to die. I felt angry, and this particular balist, he handled it like a matured human being, and he made them swear. And he said anytime they try to do money ritual, they will die on the spot. If they even think about it, they will die on the spot. I thought that was mature on his own part, and the man is a very good man. If not, he would have done it for that particular guy, and that would be it. That would be it. See, what I even have to say is we should at least caution our children, because many have gone with their friends without even their family knowing that they went with this particular friend. And they've been used for ritual, they've been killed, they've been sold off for sex slavery, they've been sold for all sorts, they've been taken away to different places, and they've not been seen ever since. Now their families are looking for them, not knowing that this particular person that's coming to visit them, telling them sorry every day, this person that caused what happened to their missing child. This is how people go missing without people knowing where they went, and these particular friends are the cause of it. So let's try to warn our children, and in fact, let's try to caution our children on the type of friends they keep. There is nothing wrong with being alone. There is nothing absolutely wrong with being happy in your own space, with being happy with yourself. You don't have to have 200 friends, 10 friends, 50 friends that you work with. You see, if we even think about it very well, friendship is like a liability. You have to remember everybody's birthday. You have to remember not to offend this person, not to offend this person, not to offend this person. But when you stay in your own bubble, you won't step on any toes. You won't have headache concerning anybody. You won't offend anybody. Don't get me wrong, you can have acquaintances, but it's not compulsory that you have this particular friend, this particular best friend that you go with everywhere. Many have lost their lives because of bad friends. Don't get me wrong, there are good friends out there who go on to make great things together, but there are also evil friends out there who make people go missing by using them for ritual. That even brings me to this particular story that's out right now, and it's really really irked my soul. It made me sad when I watched that particular video. What I'm talking about, the story of Shanquella Robinson.
Salad or something that was eat. And I said, well, okay, I love you. Have a good night. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. And I never talked to my child again. And she never made it back home.
Robinson's mom, Salamandra, says within 24 hours of her daughter's arrival, she was dead. Figuring out how or why has only added to the family's nightmare. It started with a frantic call from Robinson's friends.
They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poison. They couldn't get a pulse. Each one of the people that was there with her was telling different stories.
It's when the family made calls to the FBI and Mexican authorities that they learned of another potential cause of death.
And the autopsy came back. They said it didn't have anything to do with alcohol. Said that she had a broken neck and her spine in the back was cracked. She had been beaten.
Salamandra says the entire group came back from Mexico, leaving her daughter's body there. Nearly 2 weeks and $6,000 later, her body is back home. But answers have been hard to come by.
I know that's not going to bring my child back, but I want something done about it.
Queen City News has spoken with
Shanquella Robinson is an American woman from North Carolina. She went to Cabo to celebrate her best friend's birthday that she has known for over 5 years, Khalil Cook. So she went there to celebrate his birthday with him, and they went with a group of their friends. When they got there, 24 hours after she got there, she lost her life, and it was suspected that his mother that was committed, that's why she died, because the autopsy results showed that she broke her neck and she broke her spinal cord, and it was concluded that she sustained this injury through beatings. But her friends were shouting that they were still confirming that no, this was not what killed her, it was alcohol poisoning. But the autopsy showed that there was no alcohol found in her bloodstream. She died just one day after reaching Mexico. After reaching Cabo Mexico with those particular friends, she died one day after reaching Mexico. And guys, a video came out. These friends, they said it with all their hearts that she died from alcohol poisoning. She was never beaten. But a video leaked of where she was beaten by by a particular person. Guys, if you watch that video, you will cry. If you watch this particular video, guys, you will cry, because this girl was beaten to a pulp. This particular lady that was beaten in Shanquella, she dragged her by her neck, slammed her on the floor, beat her, kicked her neck, beat her to a pulp. And what did this particular group of friends that were around do? They did nothing. They were even recording her being beaten to a pulp. And one of her friends was talking on the background, and the guy said, Shanquella, he said, Quilla, fight back. And she was like, no, because she was known to be a peacemaker. She was known to be against violence. She didn't fight back, she didn't do anything, and this particular lady just beat her to a pulp, and she lost her life. And guys, there's also a video that even leaked too, or that she posted online before she died, of her looking for her friends up and down. It was like they were even planning what they were going to do to her, because when she was beaten, when that particular lady was beaten, and she was like, I'm over her nonsense, I'm over her this one. And it was suspected that this particular people beat her up out of jealousy, because she's a well-known hairdresser. She makes hair for little children, and her business is booming. She's a big hairdresser over there in North Carolina. So people suspected that it was jealousy. That brings me back to the fact that be careful of the type of friends you keep, and make sure that your kids are careful of the type of friends that they keep too. Because if it's jealousy, this is bad. A group of friends, instead of those that did not even take part in beating her, they were just videoing her. Instead of helping her and breaking up the fight, they were just videoing what was even going on with their phone, and they did nothing till she died. And guys, do you want to know what the worst thing that they did was? When she died, they took her luggage, left her corpse, and traveled back to America. They escaped back to America and left her corpse back in Mexico, and they called her parents that she has died. They didn't even stay behind. They didn't even stay behind to even at least join her family to take her back to America. That means that they were guilty of something. A group of friends know what happened to her, and nobody wants to talk. They are still standing on the fact that she died of alcohol poisoning, that she was not beaten. But the video leaked that she was beaten. But they are still standing on the fact that they are still standing on what they said before, that she was not beaten, it was alcohol poisoning. And so because her family are well connected and they know what they are doing, they had to involve FBI. They have to involve FBI, have to involve the local police, have to involve the Mexican authority. That was when this truth was found out. So let's be careful of the type of friends that we keep, because not everybody is your friend. Somebody might be jealous of you and still be laughing with you. Somebody might be planning evil against you and still be laughing with you. That is what most friends are. They are evil. Most friends are jealous of your achievement, but they won't say it. Have you ever wondered why, when you are doing something in your life, like you open a new business and you tell your friends, Alpha, buy from me, they are like, no, I'm selling shoes. No, I will do so. The worst part is when you even do it without them and you end up succeeding, they are never happy for you. They are never happy for you. They are never there for you for anything. They are never happy for you. You not buy from me. Still even help me rejoice. See, I even succeed. Lie. They are never happy for you for any reason. That is what most friends are. Evil, jealous, and when your back is turned, they can stab you in the back. See, there is even a rumor going around that her friends took her to Cabo just to isolate her so they can kill her, so they can beat her the way they did and kill her. That is the rumor that is going around now. And God forbid that that is true. Those people are evil and they need to be brought to justice, because the way this lady ended is bad. And if you watch that video, you'll be appalled. I might even put the clip of what happened in Cabo, the clip that was leaked. It was evil. If you watch it, you cry. What type of friends you roll with? And don't follow anybody anywhere that you don't know. You don't know what they are going to. Even if they even tell you that, oh, Alpha, I'm going somewhere, try and stay in your own house. It's not a boy that you escort up and down. It's not a boy that you escort up and down. It's not everybody that you go with on trips. Try as much as possible to mind your own corner, because not everybody is your friend. So try as much as possible, guys, to be careful of the type of friends you keep, the group that you roll with, and you'll be okay. If you are just by yourself, you have no friends, you will be okay. You can have acquaintances, but you don't have to trust you don't have to have friends that you trust. You don't have to trust your friends, because you never can tell when they will stab you in the back. Don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.